As a result of all the poor haircuts in the NBA, the league was featured in one of Bud Light's Real Men of Genius advertisements. A typical example might be as follows: Mr. President, we pay you our respects today. The fact that I'm a basketball player gives me the impression that I'm cool enough to have an extremely terrible haircut. The gentleman says, I'm a basketball player, so I think I'm cool enough to get an outrageously bad haircut. Perhaps you truly believed that your mullet was cool. Perhaps the ponytails you wore in your hair did not strike you as being effeminate in any way. Consider the possibility that you believed a massive gel-encrusted mohawk was a decent look. Do you have no sense of taste? Another opinion is to make a statement and stand out from the crowd, so you've shaved words into your hair or colored it multiple times to the point where your head is starting to resemble a bowl of fruity pebbles. Mister, take a look in the mirror and pay a visit to the barber. The fact that I'm a basketball player gives me the impression that I'm cool enough to have an extremely terrible haircut, because while you've made the team, your hair is in desperate need of a trim. The gentleman says, I'm a basketball player, so I think I'm cool enough to get an outrageously bad haircut. Anyways, let's count down the 20 worst haircuts in NBA history. Here we go. At number 20, Jason Kidd. Remember the days when it was popular to get your hair dyed bleach blonde? Well, it's quite clear that the appearance didn't work for everyone. At number 19, Anderson Varejao. When you're getting compared to Sideshow Bob because of your haircut, chances are you're doing something wrong with your appearance. At number 18, Joakim Noah. Listen, I'm not a hater of Joakim Noah in the same sense that others are. I admire the way he works on the boards, antagonizes opponents, and gets fired up for fights for his teammates on the court. And I'm not necessarily opposed to a sloppy hairstyle. Nonetheless, Ben Wallace will not be included on this list because I've always thought his hair was very lovely, though I'm sure many will disagree with me. Even I, however, must acknowledge that Noah's hair, at the very least, might benefit from a little styling attention. At number 17, Larry Bird. Due to the combination of his blonde mustache and curly mullet, Larry Bird in this photograph appears to be a porn star out of work. While I don't want to belittle a legend, this never looked well on him. At number 16, Jack Sikma. Even NBA.com made fun of this guy's hair, which should tell you something about how ridiculous it is. At number 15, Chris Anderson. I absolutely believe in the importance of individualism. If you want a mohawk, go ahead and flaunt it like nobody's watching. After all, it's your life, and you only have one, so live it to the fullest extent possible. That being said, if you do decide to rock a mohawk this outrageously large, please don't be offended if some people, including myself, believe you should have grown out of your mohawk phase in high school, when you were drumming in a want-to-be NoFX punk band with your friends, instead of continuing to rock it now. At number 14, Robert Swift. This isn't just about the hair, rather, it's about the overall style that's going on here, which is matched with the hair that I find a little, how could I put it delicately, adventurous. To be honest, every time I look at this photo, I imagine that Macaulay Culkin and Carrot Top have somehow conceived a child together, and that this child has just completed his golf for the sake of being different period of development. Only one can hope that Robert Swift is pleading with God to give him a taste of something in this shot. At number 13, Andrei Kirilenko. In fact, it's NBA player Andrei Kirilenko who's in the picture, not Justin Bieber. For a little while, I was perplexed by the situation as well. At number 12, Chris Kaman. Isn't Chris Kaman the same guy that appeared in The Matrix Reloaded? Isn't he one of the twins, I believe? At number 11, Adam Morrison. Unbeknownst to me, a hairstylist has collapsed. At number 10, Mike Miller. What the is going on here? In this video, Tim can be seen glancing at his computer screen in a bemused manner and shaking his head. At number 9, Ronny Turiaf. Ronnie, the purple headband does absolutely nothing to make this haircut appear any better. Your facial hair won't even be able to save you at this point. At number 8, Anthony Mason. Look, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that mature men should have the name of the team they support shaved into the back of their heads. After the age of 12, it's probably best not to have any word shaved into your skull. At number 7, Dwayne Shinsius. There are just no justifications for this behavior. He appears to be the type of person McGruber would desire as a mentor. At number 6, Samuel Dalembert. The SD etched on his head was said to be standing for strong defense, although it may have just as easily stood for Samuel Dalembert. But what exactly should it have stood for in the first place? I'd like to make some suggestions. It's a ridiculous do. That was a bad decision. Slow progression. I mean, seriously, dude, he used to practice his three-point shot in practice. I mean, truly, dude, you were a focal point. At number 5, Andrew Bogut. I don't think the whole Anakin Skywalker look is that fashionable right now. For that matter, it's never been that way. At number 4, Scott Pollard. Please deliver me to your leader. At number 3, Drew Gooden. On second thought, I prefer not to meet with your leader in person. Mr. Gooden has also performed some unusual feats using the back of his head. At number 2, Ron Artest. For example, if I were Ron Artest, I would begin charging corporations for the right to endorse on my head. What's the harm in trying? Besides, if you already don't mind sporting an unusual hairstyle, why not make some money doing so? At number 1, Dennis Rodman. Long live the king with the really bizarre hairstyle. That's all that needs to be said. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Top NBA, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. See you all next time.